Obviously, we're gonna do a lot of talking together. I hope you don't mind.
I'm gonna put my name on this paper.
Start getting a little tired and we'll have to move around. We're gonna do a lot of talking today.
Is this the front of the paper?
If you want it to be.
Okay.
Anyway, just let you know.
No, I was saying, like, is this?
Oh, I thought you were holding it to where you would be.
No.
I don't understand. My brain said. Okay, so next week we do interviews. Does everybody know that?
Yes.
The 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Next week, 4 days. I don't know about when that interview, like when the sign-up sheet for that is coming out. But I'm guessing it's either going to be Friday or sometime over the weekend or Monday. Between those time ranges. Probably when the sign-up sheet is going to come out. Right? Is there a reason you're looking over here? No? Okay, I was like, maybe somebody did do this. So, auditions are 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Think about right now what your availability is going to be, because I don't know how many people are signing up for leadership. So, your spot might be taken up pretty quickly if you don't already know what you want. If you don't feel safe going in person to the interview, communicate with the directors, and they'll arrange an online interview. Since all of you are in person right now, I don't think you need to be worried about that. Anyone who's listening to this video in the future might be though. Then you pick another day. You pick another day. Like that's why there are 4 days. Just so we can accommodate for all these different groups of people.
And which days are this again?
9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. I wouldn't write on that because I'm taking that up. But if you need to like grab your phone and write it in your calendar, that's okay.
I write down things.
You want a pen?
No. No, I was pretending for it.
Oh, okay. But you were actually doing it. You want note paper or are you fine with that? Okay. He was in the bathroom when I passed it out. That's why he didn't get in. So, Casey, does everyone understand how interviews work?
As far as I do, talk to people and you have your money.
You talk to people or then you're hired or you're fired. I think the first part's correct. The second one's iffy. You could be hired. I don't think you could be fired before you get the job. So the interview process is you talking to the band directors. This is going to be, when I did the interviews, it was the head director, the assistant director, and the production director, and like an intern who was here as well. He was one. So it'll be pretty much everyone, as far as I'm aware, unless they decide they don't want to do that. Why do you think we do interviews? Yeah, girl?
So the directors know what our strengths are
Okay.
and why people do it.
Anything you can say? Nathan?
Also going off that, so like the directors know like what we bring to the table, like what we do to like enhance the program.
What you can do to enhance the program? Those are all good. I like to think about it is the directors have a really great idea already as to who you are and your musicianship capabilities and some of your leadership capabilities. But I like to think of the interview is just like a little I get to know you session. We can do all these things to watch you and make guesses about your personality just by watching the way you behave in class and the way you play. But we don't really have enough opportunities in band for the directors to get to know individuals. And it's really important as a leader for the directors and the leaders to trust each other. So they want to get to know you guys better and be able to know what you're capable of and anything they can do to help you guys be leaders as well. Understandable? Cool. So do you guys know what they mean by dress appropriately for interviews? Hi, Seth. Hi, Seth. Welcome to the meeting. we're talking about the interview process. We just went over the purpose for the interviews. It is to get to know the candidates better, and we're talking about what they mean by dressing appropriately currently. So, we all know what dressing appropriately means. What does that mean? Business casual. You guys know what business casual is? I gotta know.
Can
I'm
we
gonna
look
look it
anywhere
in.
from like what you're wearing from like food, right?
Yeah.
No, okay, I remember last year. I came in like the black pants and like some Jordan. And I see Alejandro in the hallway. He's in like a full suit, and I felt so out of place. That's all I remember.
I like to think dress the way you want to be perceived. So you dress appropriately means dress yourself up, dress yourself well, but the extent to which you dress yourself up well is how you want to be perceived. So I think the first time I wore a suit, and the second time I got like a cool new outfit with like a kind of like a plaid shirt. It was some very light like blue lines, like a vest. So I wore that. So it's just the way you want to be perceived. How well put together do you want to seem, or do you want to seem a little more fun? Things like that. Try to see you're prepared. How do you guys want to go for your interview?
I would say like look like you're dedicated, but at the same time, I'm also worried about like comfortability and stuff like that.
Yeah, some formal stuff can be really uncomfortable. I find business like formal attire really comfortable. Maybe I'm weird, but I really like wearing formal attire. I kind of have to, but still.
As long as it's like reasonable, that's just
I haven't worn a dress since I was a
in
child.
like the mindset.
Can I wear this line?
Yeah.
I don't think Mr. Doyle wants to see you two in dresses.
What?
So I'm born in a dress to school for. Fine. Leslie, how would you dress?
I would say like you're like know what you're doing, like know what you're doing.
Do you have an idea in mind of what outfit you would wear? Can you describe it?
Okay, I'm not like a lawyer outfit.
Lawyer outfit. Pretty put together. Anybody want to add there? Maybe does anybody have an exciting outfit they want to wear? Yeah, Drew.
So like, I kind of have an idea in mind. So it's something that seems professional and how I want to be, but also like something that also perceives my personality. So like fancy socks, so like funny socks.
20 socks with
Yeah.
fancy clothes. Yeah.
That shows how.
Put together, but I can have fun. Anybody else? Cool. So let's get to the most important part of the interview. The question. That's the entire interview. This is questions. So I asked a couple of leaders because I have asked a few questions, but to be honest, I don't remember most of my interview. I don't remember them at all, really. So I asked a couple of leaders what questions they were asked, and I'm bringing those up. You're also a junior. Oh, I asked seniors. Okay. The first question you're most likely to be asked when you get into the interview process is why do you want to be a leader, or why do you want to be a drum major? So I want you guys to take a couple minutes, think about your answer to that, and write it down. Why do you want to be a leader? I'm gonna walk around. set up the meeting. Go ahead and look up when you're done. Contemplate your life choices if you're done. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. I'm contemplating mine because my water bottle's broken. This has been my only one, other than water jugs.
I have a one gallon water bag.
Okay, we're all done. Anybody want to share? Yeah?
I want to be a leader, so like I want to inspire the best of it.
Nice. That's a good reason. Oscar, I saw your hand raised first.
I want to be a leader. So I would be a leader. And then also how to either influence sector or how to lead myself. Even when I wasn't with the time. So I want to be able to be on a wide scale and give others the same ideas and
Cool. Good. Anybody else feel comfortable sharing? You don't have to. I'm going to read these later. So.
Alright. I was saying that I wanted to be a leader because I think like I can share what I know about music with the other players. Like I have a lot of dedication and passion for advance.
Good. I'm not going to make everyone answer this question because we have a lot of questions to ask. And I want to be able to have you guys thinking about all these important things. Next question is, I think leaders have been asked this question in the past in their leadership interviews. I know drum majors have been asked it. But who would you pick for the drum major team next year? The candidates I'm aware of currently, and you don't have to pick from this list. You can pick random people if you think you want to. I don't know why you would want to. But the current candidates are Reagan, Gerald, Oscar, Kayla Worthen. Nathan said something about it. He seems like a no now. I know Rylan tried out last year. Oh, I don't know who else. But those are the ones I'm aware of in my brain currently. Whatever you think would work best for the band. You need 10 drum majors. That's for drum major 2021, 2022. I'm gonna do another one.
You still can pick anyone in the band, right?
You can if you want to do explanations, expanding on your reasons. Always great thing to do when you have questions.
I understand understand things better, I know. When someone's like, I like turtles, I'm like, why do you like turtles? Like, there's nothing wrong with turtles, but why? Why turtles of all?
I like turtles.
Oscar and Reagan are really thinking hard about this one. So you guys are thinking hard about this one. You're the last two. I'm going to be a teacher. I should be able to read anything. Yeah. Yeah. If it's your gibberish, Dom, I can read it. Mandarin. Chinese Mandarin. I have a cousin who's taking Chinese Mandarin as her major, so I'm set. I can read it, Dom. I'll just ask for the translate. Okay, we're all done. Anybody want to share? You don't have to. Sure, Nathan wants to share.
I said Reagan, Gerald, and Oscar, and also said Jaren, even though he's not like trying out technically. I think he could be a really good drum major with like his just like kindness and like his attitude and stuff like that.
And he also works pretty well with Oscar. Oscar and him are pretty close. Leslie?
I said Gerald, Oscar, and Reagan. Gerald because he makes a band stuff. Oscar because you're open-minded. And Reagan because you know it's
Yeah, I like it. It's nice. You guys get liking your ego boosts here? I would definitely get an ego boost from this. Right, Lily?
No, it doesn't. I also said Gerald, Reagan, and Oscar because I've had Oscar experiences with them. I knew Oscar all the way back. He was Gerald's my second. Reagan's my band. So it's a child. And I always.
Yeah, I met Nina in the 4th grade. And I don't know if you guys were aware, but I didn't like Nina in elementary school. I learned to like her in middle school. And it just continued. I still like Nina, I promise. There's no bad blood between us. Even though she left him. There's no bad blood. Okay, next question. Now, I don't need this one to know that one, because I remember this question. What are 2 of your strengths and 2 of your weaknesses? This can be anything related, but in the interview, you probably want to think about something related to band and leadership. If you have any questions about words, feel free to ask. I used to be called the Human Dictionary by my twin sister. So I know a few words.
That was also a question I was asking. I learned Nina.
remember like 2 or 3 questions being asked, and that was one of them. I vaguely remember making the directors laugh, but I don't know how I did it.
Come on, guys, give us your secrets.
That's fine. My handwriting keeps getting worse, so you're good. My G's now look like weird S's. How lazy I've gotten with my handwriting. Are you thinking about how that would work?
Oh, no, yes.
I get holes in my socks all the time.
I don't know.
I walk very fast,
I get to.
especially in heels. Okay, we all good? Oscar, you guys can keep writing if you're still writing, but I want to keep moving. So we'll just take 2 or 3 answers for this one. I want to get through as many questions as possible. You never know what you're going to be asked. So, who wants to share? Reagan wants to share.
I said 2 of my strengths are problem solving and having a good balance between mind and experience. And 2 weaknesses would be being very, very, very stubborn in some places and taking things.
Nice things. Nice traits to have. Leslie, what are you doing? I hope you're not tearing up. I hope you're not tearing up the tape from the floor. Anybody else watch it? No, we're not volunteering people. We can only volunteer people when we're their section leaders. Gerald, you want some revenge? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Anybody? Anybody? Dominic's still right. No, it's cool. I'll give the people who are writing a couple more minutes. You guys don't have to share. Like I said, I'm going to read these later. If you don't feel like sharing them, these guys, I'm going to read them later. I'm going to see them. The directors will know when you answer the question. No, in their interview, if you'll be prepared for this. But no, I'm not going to be like, hey, Mr. Dolly, look what a dolly you wrote. And your answers can change from now to the interview. I just want you guys to think about these things in advance and you're prepared for the interview. Instead of them being like springing like a jack in the box at you and being like, why do you want to do this? And be like, I have no clue what I'm doing. Do you want to share? Or is that a question? Okay.
Like, in the past, I've like predicted I can do something faster. And then stubbornness. To the point that I believe is right, I'll argue it for them. And then the strengths, that is physical availability.
Physical availability? Can you define that for me?
For equipment and stuff.
Okay.
A lot of
So
stuff.
you're able to do, like, you're willing to do it. Okay. Physical availability is kind of broad. Is Leslie confident?
Sometimes I can be like impatient. Yeah, and then sometimes I get like people confused. Like I talk a lot and then get off the topic.
I do that too. I'll when I'm telling a story to my family, I'll say like 3 side stories for context into the main story, in between the story. It's very confusing.
Strange. I have a problem with I started.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next question, but I'm gonna expand upon this part first. I think it's really great that you guys have good knowledge of what your strengths and weaknesses are. That's awesome. When you're in the interview process, I highly recommend giving examples of these things happening in your life or in the band experience. And then what I like to do with weaknesses is I like to give ways I'm trying to improve upon my weaknesses. Make it a strength in my interview that I'm improving upon my weaknesses. Cool? Cool? All understandable? Nothing about that was confusing? Cool. Examples and building from strength. Building from weaknesses. You can also build from strengths. Okay, next question. Does everyone here have a role model?
In the band.
A role model. Just a role model in general. Who's your role model and why?
You.
Who is your role model and why?
Oh, wait, that you were supposed to write that down.
Yeah. That wasn't me being off topic. Listen to that battery section. Amazing. I just like hit myself. I think Adalia's gotten bored. I think Adalia's gotten bored at points in this.
Oh,
She's been doodling.
it's not that I'm bored. I just let my hand do whatever.
That's fine. I have no problem with doodle. Please don't drop those in the band ball. Why do you have this? It's in your bag.
I have 5 pounds.
Why is your bag though? Look at him with his highlighter pink. Look at him with his highlighter pink rocks. I don't know why he got pink rocks.
You bought some things.
Buy his pink rocks off.
$2 each.
What's the money?
You bought too much, so people on your back.
No, it's on me.
Okay, everybody done? Everybody? Anybody want to share? Who your role model is? I have a volunteer from Oscar.
My role model is Christian Walker.
last year?
There's all the time people like that had another second leader, which always like dance for. And now that even me like quickly always directing in the right direction or if you can instruction place
Cool. Yeah. Role models as your friends or as your leaders is a really cool thing to have. Because they're always going to be there with you and support you. Anybody else want to share? I don't want to like pull teeth out of you guys. If you don't want to share, you don't have to.
So I said my favorite thing is that the community is all heavy on self-love. That's why I like it. And I look at
Cool. A celebrity. Yeah. Self-love, guys. Love yourself. It'll help you with everything you do. I'm working on it. There's some days I think I'm the bee's knees, and some days I'm the trash.
Is that where you're putting my rock?
Okay. Next question. I have a really long password. Give me that. No, it's my license plate number. What is something that our band is currently really good at? What do you guys think something our band is really good at right now? We're just good at. It can be in the baritone section. And this is, especially in a year like this, with so many negatives. I'm not counting. I'm going to look at the answer and I'll actually automatically. Look at these pigments. Finish them first. Here. I get those. I get them sporadically. So
I want to go.
cool. We're not ready yet. I'm just going.
do that. I wonder if I can do
Epic
it.
pizza baskets. Look at these epic pizza baskets. I can like touch my palms to the floor. But I can't get anywhere. We're talking about flexibility. Like, I was gonna do it. Are y'all done now? Cool. Anybody want to share? Yeah, okay. Let's hear Dom. I don't think I've heard from Dom very much.
I think our band is currently good at getting better.
Okay, that's a good thing. We're good at improving.
Yeah.
That is good. A band who never improves isn't the best band. Rock, paper, scissors. Who wants to go first? Oh, wow.
I wouldn't say the band would do that. Like, putting together as well. Like, not just one individual can all around work, like each person puts hard work.
Everybody works hard. That's a good one. All right. So you can share.
So I said our band is good at not being enough. Especially the past 2 years, play, and especially in the middle of the goal.
Yeah, those are absolutely never giving up. I was in 7th grade. I was a part of the soccer team that didn't win a single game until the very last. We were so happy that last game. And I had nothing to do with it either. I played outside mid.
I like it.
A lot of girls I know like me. I didn't have a preference on the side. Wasn't put on the field much, so I didn't have a preference.
I think the coaches always had us in walking line because I always struck each other. I sprained it. I broke a wrist in 7th grade. I don't know.
Well, that's big. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Our next question is, and when ensemble people, you've been asked this question before. What motivates you? And what demotivates you? Demotivates. What discourages you? Oh, that's going to be a problem.
I mean, to round it.
Yeah. And if you guys need more paper, just ask. That's disappointing. Because I wanted to read that. Can you split it up, please? No, he left like a minute after he joined. Look at them thinking hard about what makes them feel happy and what doesn't make them feel happy. He's running errands with his mom, so I don't know if you should bother him.
How do you know that?
Because he told me. He told me. He's an in-person learner, so he was here today.
Not understand.
He just telepathically informed me that you're going to be here.
Okay.
Jeff.
Oh, my name. I think she's saying me.
That'd be a weird thing to
Don't even get me started.
I texted him like in August and he was still home. I don't know. Ask David.
He said he was going to the military, but the text that he like saw and I was like the band.
Yeah, I know during the summer he was still here and like in early August. He told me that they delayed the enlisting process because of COVID. I think Markel wanted to be honest. I think that was only senior. Yeah, I think he wants to be on to
We used to play Roblox.
Markel's the Roblox kind of person.
Follow me.
playing basketball.
Quit band too. That was really of Logan Madursky. He moved away and then he quit band there.
Yeah, he is bald.
Okay, are we all done?
Yeah.
Not at all, yeah, apparently. Okay, we're moving on without you, Dolly. Anybody want to share? What motivates them? What doesn't motivate them? Or discourages them? Yeah.
So I said what motivates me is setting a high standard for myself. So usually, if I try something, I like go for it. And then like once I've done it once, I don't want to go in other directions. So since like if I were to do it again, like, oh, I know what I'm capable of. I can go for that and a little bit more. So like when I was in 8th grade, I went for wind ensemble. My goal was to be like symphonic band, but I went for wind ensemble and I got it. So sophomore year, I was like, oh man, I gotta like get it together, and because now I know that people are doing it. So and then what doesn't motivate me are people all in my face and like
I can't imagine a whole lot of people would scream at you.
no. So one of the leaders my freshman year she didn't like that I couldn't show up to everything and and one lecturer knew it. He was doing so mad at me. I said, I'm sorry. I said, but I told you I can't come on. She goes, no, it's fine. And I was like, okay.
Wow. I didn't know that. Sorry, I'm really sorry about that. She wasn't our official leader anyway.
I know. I was like, no.
Anybody else want to hear? Oscar's so brave. Oscar and Ryan. Good.
I'm motivated by the fact that I know that I can improve no matter where I'm at. Like, even if I'm the best or the best, I know I can still get better. And even if I'm like at the lowest or like last area, I'm not. And I get discouraged by being so much after a long time. Like, a state leader last year, we worked so hard, get our show down to four, and then we ended up not
Yeah. We were really close there. Two bands away. We just had to find a way to disqualify them. That's what I said.
Nothing you can order to like. Well, and then what's his name? Who got first place? The Lido. The Lido always gets
Anybody else? Okay, we'll do two more questions. Two more questions. Those for you and us. Okay. What is something our band could do better at? Oh, I didn't want to.
Wait, that one more back thing. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's why we do the core exercises.
I think that's when.
I'm always sore after a major lesson, which is weird because I hardly ever do
I was
any
about to say,
conducting.
you don't even do
My triceps.
Wait, Matt, do you think it's ideal to like conducting for like this place? You know, so there's like weights you can like run
Sure.
around here.
If you want to, like to increase your stamina and stuff, sure. I think your focus should be more on that excuse.
I was just wondering.
I went home and tried to do this. I'm not thing. It's so cool. Like, my brain was so dead.
Yeah. And then what we like to do at the numbers for the 5 minute ones, the number we do.
I think a form of just pain for everybody, except for me.
Glutes are in pain too.
Really?
Pretty sure. Alright. Everybody know their answer? We already have volunteers. I haven't even asked yet. Let's do this. Let's have Gerald go first.
Alright, the one thing where the band can do better is focus on positive things.
One positive. That's a really good thing to go by. I feel like we'll get feedback from things and you'll be like, oh yeah, your tone was really great, but like your timing was off, and we only focus on the fact that the timing was off instead of our tone. And tones are really hard to think as well. For example. Yes, next.
Okay, but sometimes we just don't give it our on and bring it and like, we're gonna have to read it over and over again, even though we know how to do it.
So to those of you who already answered, how would you improve that? Whoever wants to go first on that answer, how would you improve that? How would you improve what the band needs to get better at? What could you do as a leader, or as a drum major, or as a simple just member of the band? Friendly competition to see who does the best. And then that. Cool. Would you reward them, or would you just be like, this person did it, haha?
Very complicated. That's what very complicated. A reward. Yeah.
Oscar, is this an answer to the first question or to my question? Okay.
Concept or time is by be setting an example. Even if, especially for like drum music, everyone who do this maybe like many times for the right or for structure. So I think that's the guys can on improving is just by doing yourself.
Cool. Yeah. We'll do it. Anybody else want to share? We'll take one more and then we'll move to the last question.
Okay, I got answers to both of them, alright? So, I don't know if you can see on my paper for the last question, I just wrote effort in all capitalized letters. I know this is not a normal year, but I've seen way too many people just like put in no effort or like not care or not show signs of dedication, especially during marching season. And I feel like one way we can change that is like the people that do care and do want to, like, they do show effort, like, we can, like, push each other to, like, really help improve the band. Kind of, like, when we're at the start of the year, I feel like especially that's when we need to do it the most, because that's when, like, all, like, the new freshmen are coming in, so, like, that's when we, like, set, like, their mindset of, like, how we do things and then in high school band.
So you were saying earlier that it sounded a lot like holding each other accountable. Is that correct? Is that what I heard?
Yes, pretty much.
Holding each other accountable. Okay, cool. Yeah, those are all good. Good. So if you are ever asked, like, what could our band do better at? It's a really great idea to give something you could do to help improve that. I think that would just tighten your interview a lot more. And then the last question of the interview, they will ask you, is there anything else you think we'd like to know about you? And it's okay to say no. It's also okay to add more. I if they didn't already know this, I think it would be important to tell them my dad's dead. My dad died when I was 6. I think that's important because it's been a foundation of my personality. And then last year with the drum major interview, solo and ensemble for the middle schools had just passed. And I used to set up the band hall in the mornings, like with one other person. And the solo and ensemble was multiple rooms. And I ended up putting up and taking down a lot of those by myself. So I had bruises all the way down my forearms from how many chairs I would carry at once. And I was like, I will do anything. I showed them my arms. I pulled up my sleeves. I was like, I will do anything for you. And then
You didn't explain away?
yeah, pretty much. I feel like some small. No, they excused me. They were like, they made a comment. They said thank you, and then I left. I thought it was more dramatic if I just told you I left. So with that in mind, you can write down your response now.
Honestly, is there anything else? What should it be like?
Anything about you? Anything I think they should know about you or your capabilities that you don't feel like they already know? Or just about your personality? Or maybe you're scared of them. Maybe Miss Royal's icy blue eyes are terrifying.
I'm not terrified. Actually, I'm like, I'm amazed by
Why are they so blue? No one. If you have questions, it's also good to ask questions in the course too. If you want to write down questions to me, I don't know if I can answer them, but I could probably remind message you answers to questions. You can ask questions to the directors if you want to. Once you're done answering the final question, you can hold up the paper, and I'll take it. You want to put the date down? Yeah, me too. The 3rd, March 3rd, 2021.
exactly.
Because of the leadership extension, we will have a leadership class next week. If it impedes with interviews at all, it might be canceled. But I'm planned right now for us having a lesson next week, and that's when we'll go over the audition process on March 26th. So drum major auditions on March 23rd now, and the leadership auditions on March 23rd. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. Those of you who are not drum majors or drum major candidates or DOM can go. We're gonna set up the band. Unless like one of you guys need to leave to take down.
I didn't hear what you just said. I want to.
So the drum major candidates and Dom stay here to help them. You three can go. You can go. Yeah. All right. Those of you who watch this video online, if you're hopefully in the Remind by now. So I'd appreciate it if you sent a Word document or PDF or maybe a picture of you following along with any of these questions. I'd like to get to know you better, and I think it's really important just to make sure you watch the video and we're able to understand anything. If you have any questions for me, please ask them too, and have a nice day.